Hey there, time-strapped entrepreneurs. Ever feel like you're juggling a dozen flaming torches while riding a unicycle? Well, take a break from pedaling for just a few minutes because I've got some time management strategies to help you take the overwhelm out of your entrepreneurial journey. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, the Director of Content here at StarterCookie, and I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm a recovering procrastinator. Now, I say recovering because throughout my career, from running my own business and being part of startups to leading corporate teams, I had to figure out the cause of my procrastination and then adopt ways to help me focus and get my work done. And in my experience, having trouble with time management, whether it's just a lack of organization or something like a tendency to procrastinate, well, it's actually more common than you might think, especially among entrepreneurs. See, entrepreneurs overflow with ideas and are often overwhelmed by a lack of resources and time. Over the years, I've explored numerous time management strategies. I've read the books, I've listened to the podcasts, I've tried, tested, and recommended various methods to lots of people. And today, I'm excited to share my top 3 favorite time management strategies and techniques with you. My goal? To help you conquer time management challenges and give you some time back in your day so you can refocus on your true passion, your business. So let's get into it. My first time management strategy is to eat the frog. Now wait, before you run outside to grab a frog, that's not what I mean. Writer Mark Twain once said, "Eat a live frog first thing in the morning and nothing worse will happen to you for the rest of the day." This quote inspired the eat the frog technique popularized by author Brian Tracy. Basically, the idea is that the best way to prioritize your task for the day is by tackling the most challenging or daunting task on your to-do list right at the start of your day. The idea is that once you've completed the most difficult task, the rest of your day will seem pretty easy by comparison. Sounds easy enough, right? This can be a tough one to implement if you're someone that regularly ignores the big challenging tasks on your to-do list. But in my experience, sometimes those tasks just feel a lot bigger in our heads than they really are. We finish them and think, wow, that wasn't so bad. Why was I avoiding it? So if you've got something you're dreading, eat that frog and get it over with already. Okay, let's move on to strategy number 2. The Pomodoro method is one of my favorite time management strategies because it involves breaking your tasks up into chunks of time. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm a recovering procrastinator. I used to get down on myself for putting things off, but I learned that procrastination doesn't mean you're lazy or that you lack self-control. It's actually just our brain's way of avoiding negative feelings. It doesn't feel good when you have to stare down a mountain of tasks, right? Especially when you're not sure about the full extent of that task load. So one proven way to break out of that avoidance cycle is to break down what you're putting off into smaller steps. And you don't have to immediately know what all of the steps are. You just have to know what that first step is. And this is at the heart of what the Pomodoro technique is all about. You break down your to-do list or your big projects into something that you only have to focus on for the next 25 minutes. Set a timer and only focus on that one task for 25 minutes. That means we're turning off all other distractions, silencing our phones, closing the door, and staying focused. It doesn't matter if you finish the task in those 25 minutes or not. So once your timer rings, you make note of all that you got done in the last 25 minutes, and then you take a 5-minute break. Step away from your work and do something not related to the task you were just working on. Then come back and do another 25-minute sprint. You can aim to get 3 or 4 of these sprints done in your day, or you can just start with one and see if it helps. Okay, let's move on to strategy number 3. Time blocking seems like it should be something really intuitive that you would already think to do. It's probably the original time management tool, but it wasn't something that had ever crossed my mind until my executive coach Heather recommended it to me one day. So it's slightly similar to the Pomodoro technique, but I use it a little more loosely. The first and most important step of time blocking, in my opinion, is to know what time of day you are usually most productive. For me, I'm the most productive first thing in the morning. I swear, I can get the equivalent of 3 hours of work done in one focused hour between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. So my team comes online at 9 a.m. And once they are online, I end up spending a lot of my time in meetings with them. So it's easy for me to have difficulty finding time to do my strategic or creative work between those meetings, unless I block off time on my calendar. So when I need to time block, I block off the first few hours of the day. Now, you might find that you're most productive between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Do what works for you. We've found time blocking to be so beneficial at StarterCookie that we encourage it for all of our team members. We even have specific days of the week that we designate as no meeting days so that the team has the ability to schedule time blocks on their calendar for focused work hours. When you block specific times each day or week to work on certain tasks or activities in your business, it can help reduce overwhelm and allow for focus. And it's really important to treat your blocked out time as you would an important meeting, aiming to minimize distractions and interruptions. So I put these blocks on my shared calendar so my team knows I'm not available at that time. And there you have it. Like I said, in theory, these are so simple, but in practice, they can be life-changing. And if you are someone that struggles with time management and/or procrastination, my biggest tip is to practice a little self-compassion. You're not alone in this. There's so many books, articles, and research studies on this. And if there was a one-size-fits-all solution, you wouldn't be watching this video. So just try to be kind to yourself as you navigate this journey. Entrepreneurship is hard enough. You don't need to beat yourself up over your time management too. So just try out one of these methods and let me know if any of them work for you. Or leave me a comment if you have your own holy grail strategy for time management, because you know I want to know all about it. So just to recap, 3 of my favorite strategies for time management are: eat the frog, start your day by tackling the most daunting task right off the bat; the Pomodoro method, break down big tasks into smaller tasks and then take them one 25-minute step at a time, take a 5-minute break, do it all over again; and then time block. Block hours of time on your calendar during your most productive times of day. And if you want even more tips, I've actually put together a resource for the StarterCookie community with a few more of my favorite time management strategies, including some that are more complex with downloadable resources and templates for you to try out. So if you'd like to learn more about that, or connect with a whole community of entrepreneurs who understand the dance of time management and business, head over to StarterCookie.com to sign up and join us. And if you found any part of this video useful, remember to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to StarterCookie so you don't miss any of our helpful tips and strategies for entrepreneurs. Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep creating and innovating. The world needs your magic.